All right, morning everyone. It is December 19th. We did a FearFishing webcast last night. I went to bed as soon as it was done. So right now, I'm trying to edit and get online yesterday's vlog. And guess what? It's snowing out again. All right, one of those mornings, Ashton and I told him to get up to get dressed, and Ashton went and got back into bed. So now we are almost ultra late for daycare. Why'd you sleep in? All right, yesterday's vlog is done. It is uploading right as we speak, and it's time to mail the winners from the kids contest. So that's what we're gonna do now, and then we're hitting the post office. Busy day, but we're gonna get this all finished. For the kids contest. This is my favorite mail lady. So we're getting this done. It's going to Washington and Michigan today. She's so good to me. I try. Can't even see. All right, we're at Gagnon Sports and we're talking ice fishing. We're here at Gagnon Sports. We're talking about ice fishing gear today. Everybody has different budgets, so we're gonna go through what you have to have and what you don't have to have. First off, you need to cut a hole in the ice. So your options are basically a power auger, a gas powered auger, or a hand auger, or a spud. Spudding suck. Gas augers are really expensive. Hand augers, as long as you keep the blade clear, work awesome. If you are going ice fishing with your buddies, maybe once a year, hook yourself up with a rod and reel combo that's all ready together. You don't have to break the budget. 44 bucks, get you a rod 36. And then if you want to go big time, you can step it up a grade. You need a ladle, clean out your hole, and you can do this on all different budgets. You can buy a rod and use a reel that you have at home, $14.99, and then whatever reel you have at home. When we talked about it on Facebook, people had budgets from $50 to $1,500. One thing you're going to need to remember is how are you going to get all your stuff out there. If you're rocking a sled and you're just going to sit on a bucket, it's probably the least expensive, but not always the most, effortless. Fishing gear is expensive, and the farther you're going to walk, the farther you're going to have to carry this stuff. If you got a four-wheeler or a snowmobile, you can get away with a lot more. You can buy a much bigger hut, pop-up hut, or an option. Heaters like this Mr. Buddy, but remember you're adding weight to your hole. You can buy huts that have a sled built in them and they pull over top. If you're walking, a one-man is perfect, but remember, the bigger the hut, the more weight you're pulling. The world's coolest dog. Hi, here. Hand auger, $139. You can spend your whole life just using that. Keeping the blade sharp, looking after it is great. Save yourself some money. Don't forget you can go on eBay or you can go on Kijiji and buy stuff used as well. If you're not looking to buy 20 ice fishing rods, you want something like this. A medium of the row kind of rod. Flexible tip and backbone that you can use for panfish or, like walleye, bigger fish. You don't have to have 10 different ice fishing rods. You're better to spend a little extra money on a decent rod that can handle a big fish, but is sensitive enough to feel the hit of a small fish. All right, so what I feel is the most important part of this, and if I was going to blow my entire budget, it would be on electronics. So many to choose from. Styles. You can do like an LCD screen, you can do a flasher unit like this, but if it came down to spending money, I would much rather sit on the ice on a bucket and have one of these than to have a really warm hut and not have one. It seems a bit of a toss-up, but as soon as you try out a flasher or an ice fishing unit, you'll understand why it's worth the money to spend. All kinds of brands out there. I've owned Markham's, I own Humminbird, I have Vexilar, Lowrance units like this. The other thing, Navionics chip, upload it on your phone, pay for it once, you have it forever. And these units, I have a Vexilar unit that I've had for 15 years and it still works awesome. Invest a little money into your electronics, maybe skip down, buy a cheaper rod, sit on a bucket, but I'm telling you, as soon as you get one of these, it'll make all the difference in your ice fishing experience. So we ran through this pretty quick. What do you have to have for ice fishing? Bucket, something to sit on, a ladle to clean your hole. Ice fishing rod, you can have 10, you can have 1. If you're going out with your buddies, you don't have to break the bank to have fun ice fishing. If you've never been ice fishing before, I recommend getting a rod and reel, your line, and then renting a hut from somebody who's experienced and put you on fish. If you're gonna go to the next level and you're buying huts, remember the weight issues. Heavy huts means a lot of dragging. Unless you have a snowmobile or a four-wheeler, then that takes care of that issue. When you're buying a rod, the most important thing is to buy a rod that you really like, that fits your budget. When it comes to ice fishing units, it is worth the bang for your buck. If you're looking to catch fish and you're venturing out there on your own, electronics make the difference. They are expensive. You can find one in your price range. It'll put you on fish, something to look at, and I'm telling you, you'll have it for 20 years if you look after it. Now, that's pretty much what you need. in the world of ice fishing, you can spend $50 and get out on the ice, rent a hut, sit on a bucket, and have a good time. You don't have to spend too much money. Come and see my friends at Gagnon Sports. They'll hook you up with everything you need. Well, that was kind of cool. I've always wanted to see what my, basically my neighborhood looked like from a bird's eye view. So there's so many things you can do with a drone. It's just really hard to find stuff that other people, I guess, think is interesting. So tell me in the comments below, what do you want me to see me do with the drone? I'll try to do some of it. I'm not awesome at flying it yet. I'll have to do some more practice. But what do you want to see at home with drone footage? Alright, I just got in the door from hunting. The trail cams today. We have some daytime movement, 10 a.m. of the does and fawns. But interesting enough, we got a little buck on cam. And with only a couple, I think like less than 2 weeks, we're down to now. We have hair under 2 weeks. If I see a buck with antlers, I'm gonna harvest that deer and we're going to enjoy him over the winter. He's in the area with the cam. That's a good sign. Things are happening. All right, I got home from hunting. I spent like the last 5 hours having family time, and I convinced Amber on a Monday night at 9:30 to go see the new Star Wars movie. So we're on our way to Northumberland Mall, which is like the most ghetto movie theater ever. I don't think I've been there since high school.
It's actually not too bad now. They changed the seats.
Maybe it's alright. But we're seeing the new Star Wars and I'm super pumped. And I forgot my lightsaber at home. And for real, we have a lightsaber. Two of them. Good guy and a bad guy. Cold in Canada, I'll tell you that much. Are you excited, Amber?
Yeah.
Are you pumped? Are you as excited as me?
Freaking out, man.
It says Rouge One, but you can't read it on the camera. Oh my god, Star Wars! Alright, so it's like midnight. Just got home from Star Wars Rouge One. It was awesome. I'm telling you, as somebody who absolutely, I love Star Wars, it was awesome. It was better than the 4, 5, 6. Not as good as the originals. The only downside that I have to it, there's not enough lightsabers and there's not enough Jedi. All in all, pumped that I went and watched it. You should go see it. It was awesome. It's probably as good as the one that came out last year. It's not as good as the originals, but the sequel to this will be just as awesome as the sequel. It'll be awesome. So pumped. I'm so tired. It is officially midnight, so it's now December 20th. So from the 19th, I'm gonna let you go. Please take the time to subscribe right here to the FearFishing YouTube channel. And over here, watch yesterday's vlog. We'll see you tomorrow.